The Foo Fighters are in the house. Can you please make welcome Dave Grohl and Nate Mendel? Now, Dave and Nate, thanks very much for coming in. And this new clip, which we just saw a bit of there, you've directed this now, Dave.
I did.
Multi-skilling. Are you happy with the way it's turned out? And when you see it, do you spot mistakes and think, oh, I should have fixed that up?
Well, there are little things here and there that... The most important thing, I think directing videos is a scam.
Yes.
I do. I think that I can't believe that people get paid to do it.
Right.
I do mine for free.
Yes. Yeah.
But it's amazing that really, in order to be a video director, the prerequisite for the job is that you can have an idea. So, it's pretty ridiculous. And I wind up being the director by default in that I say, oh, you know, I think it might be cool if we try something like this.
Yes.
And then they go, you're the director.
Right.
Because I don't know how to use a camera.
No.
And I don't know how to use a light meter.
Look, for years we wanted to direct our show, this show here. Do you think we could do it? We don't have many ideas, just two blokes talking about a lot of rubbish.
It doesn't seem like they put much effort into it here either, so maybe... maybe I have a chance.
Yes. Maybe. Yes. Now, look, Nate, maybe if we could involve you here. You're on a promotional whirl, really going around the world, and you've come to Australia for, obviously, to promote the record, the new one. I should give it a plug now, One by One, out on October the 21st, and the boys will be back for the big day out, hopefully. Now, you're trying to get in a bit of surfing and golf as well. Now, how the hell is this possible? I mean, is this just some drivel you have to trot out for the press? What are you doing in Australia? We're going to go surfing.
You got to say something during the...
You do, you do.
Yeah. No, you know, Australia, it's beautiful here, and the weather's nice, and we finally got a day off, so I want to take advantage of it.
Did you go surfing today?
I didn't. Some of the other guys did. I went yesterday.
Right.
Yesterday.
And where are you able to go? I mean, you can only surf, like, if you're in Sydney, the city beaches sort of thing, or...
Yeah, we went to, like, I think the northern beaches, which
Northern
apparently
beaches,
is...
yes. We have a few people from the northern
Yeah,
beaches.
you know, last time I went surfing up there, I got hit by a blue bottle.
That'll be right?
So...
That'll be right. That's right.
Well, surf's a dangerous place.
Well, we were just saying
talking about that earlier. It's a dangerous place. Look, I was going to say, Dave, you are America's Phil Collins, really. Now, Phil's a great mate, and I often put it to him, you know, which is hard to do, you know, sit on the skins or get out front and do the vocals and what have you. He feels sitting on the skins is a lot harder. What's your feeling about that?
Well, is it just me?
Yes.
Or did Phil Collins start balding after he left the drum set?
He can still cut it on the skins.
You know what? Absolutely. You know, and here's something that not many people know, and that not many people believe, is that Phil Collins is one of the best rock drummers in the history of the sport.
Well, Genesis, great work.
You know, not a lot of people know, because people think like Abacab, or they think like, you know, the illegal alien, all that crap. But you got to go deep with Genesis.
Yes.
You got to go Lamb Lies Down on Broadway. You got to get into like the Peter Gabriel, the Prague.
Yes.
Which I hate.
But
our drummer Taylor has schooled me in Phil Collins' genius.
Yes.
The guy is he's a phenomenal
genius.
drummer.
Yes. Phenomenal drummer. Yeah. Now you obviously haven't modelled yourself on him much at all by the sound of things.
I have.
Now,
the sweaters and the...
Now, look, at the moment, in Sydney at least, is the Long Way to the Top concert happening. Now, you'd have heard of Billy Thorpe and the Aztecs?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Absolutely.
Nate, what about Brian Cadd? What do you think of Caddy?
I'm sure he's wonderful.
No, he's great. He's great. He's great. What about, say, Russell Morris, the real thing? You know the real thing.
Russell, though, because we wanted him to come out on tour with us, and he wanted too much
I'm sure he'd be available. He'd be available.
He asked for quite a guarantee.
Okay, now, with Australian rock, because I know you're interested in Australia, because you're here, and you're not just here to sell your own stuff, you're here to learn. I know this. Now, Bee Gees. What do you think of the Bee Gees? They're ours.
Hey, you know what?
They're ours.
Check this out.
Yes?
This is absolute God's truth. I had a dog named BG.
Yeah.
A singing dog?
No, it was not a singing dog.
No.
Before you'd heard of the Bee Gees?
No, I'd heard of the Bee Gees. It was 1979. I went to go visit my cousins in Miami. They lived in Miami. Bee Gees were huge. Roller disco was in, and
Yeah.
their dog had puppies.
Yes.
And we crossed the bridge in Miami that, while driving over it, gives that rhythm that they wrote "Staying Alive" to.
I read about that bridge,
It might
yes.
be urban myth.
No, I've read about that
See,
bridge.
I
believe
crossed
it.
that bridge.
Okay, well, they're ours. Kylie Minogue, she's ours. What do you think of her gear?
She's not bad.
Okay, now, it's a serious question. Dave, do you want to just move around a little bit, mate? Because you're giving this camera all sorts of
No,
other
I'm
problems
sorry.
here. No, that's okay. And you can have more extra, Wrigley's extras for you if you like. What are we going to do about Saddam Hussein? What do you blokes think? Because we're starting
The
to...
most political band on the planet.
Yeah, well, I know you're concerned about Tibet. I know you did a bit of work on behalf of the
We
people
did a
of Tibet.
Tibetan freedom concert
Yes.
before.
Yeah. What about Saddam? Are you going to
well,
do a Saddam?
Here's the thing.
They haven't really come out with a case for that he's this menace.
Ah,
yet.
very good.
Yeah. He's
No, I'm not
obviously an
convinced.
unsavory bloke, but,
Yeah.
you know, Bush isn't really doing his job on that front.
Have you met George W. Bush? Either of
Not
you?
yet.
Keen?
We'll see what happens.
Okay.